Hello! Great Walker from National Tiles. This week National Tiles have a beautiful range of polished porcelain floor tiles. Yes, that's right, 30% off on beautiful polished porcelain floor tiles. But only until this Sunday. Rush into National Tiles and save. You can compare our prices, but when you're finished playing games, come on over to National Tiles and name your own discount price. Yes, that's right. When you're finished playing games, come on over to National Tiles and name your own discount price.
National Tiles.
Stay. Oh, good morning, sir. How can I help you?
I'd like to buy a blind dog.
A blind dog? We don't sell blind dogs. I don't think anyone sells them. You have to be given one by the Royal Society for the Blind. I think they're called seeing eye dogs now.
I've been there. All their dogs can see. I mean, it stands to reason you don't want the blind leading the blind, do you? Like total chaos.
I'm not sure I understand, sir. You don't appear to be visually impaired.
No, not me. 20/20 vision.
Why do you want a blind dog?
So it won't run away.
Oh, those dogs are very well trained, sir. I've never heard of one running away. Why don't you get an ordinary dog and train it?
Oh, I had one of those.
What happened?
Ran away. The dog next door, over the fence down the road, never saw it again.
Yeah, why don't you get a dog and tie its legs together?
Yeah, I can try that. That's all right. I tried that.
Oh, what happened?
Get falling over. I mean, you try taking a dog for a walk with its legs tied together. I mean, what else is blind?
Oh, well, not many animals are. Bats, maybe, some moles. You may not be aware, sir, that 99% of all animals can see.
Well, what can't?
A Mexican salamander comes to mind.
Oh, have you got any of those?
No, I'm afraid not, sir. There's not a great demand for large, slimy lizards. They don't make very good pets, and you couldn't take one for a walk.
No, that's no good then. What else you got?
There are some cave-dwelling fish, a species of frog. Oh, I tell you what, why don't you get a dog that's so ugly, nothing would want to run away with it.
Oh, I'd have to have a look at it. I've got a wife like that. Nobody wants to run away with her. Even without a legs tied together.
What about a cat? What about a cat? They always come home.
Cats, useless. Parasites. I mean, dogs are useful. We have mountain dogs, and tracker dogs, and sniffer dogs. Who's ever heard of a sniffer cat?
Oh, what about a tortoise? You usually find them where you left them.
No, I've got one of them. Takes 4 days to take it for a walk.
Oh, hang on, sir. I've got an idea.
Oh, what's that?
That, sir, is a Venetian blind dog.
Oh, excellent. Boy or girl?
He's a boy, sir, but he's been done, if you know what I mean.
No need to explain. How much?
$20 for you, sir, and I'll throw in the blind.
Oh, nice to do business with you. Come on, Rover, let's go home. Thank you.
Hello, Mummy.
Hello, darling. I wasn't expecting to see you. Is something wrong? You don't normally drop in like this.
No. Nothing's wrong. I just wanted to talk to you about something. You know how we've been saying for ages how this house is too big for you to manage. You should sell it.
Certainly not, Hugo. You know what this place means to me. Your father and I lived here for 13 years, and all the memories.
Yes, Mummy, yes, I know, but look, you could bulldoze it. We'd be able to build 3 townhouses. We'd make an absolute killing.
Oh, hello, Hugo is bullying me about the house.
Well, actually, Mummy, I agree with Hugo. Your generation is so selfish. You owe it to our generation to downsize so that some other family can have somewhere to live.
Christine, surely you won't turn against me like your brothers? After all the babysitting I've done for you and the grandparents' days.
Oh, Mummy, I'm sorry, but you know what it's like. We've got private school fees to pay.
You ungrateful children! You're going to cast me out into the snow!
No, Mummy, don't be silly. Look. We've got together. We've bought you a nice little unit in a retirement village. Here's the paperwork. It's all yours. You'll be able to get rid of this white elephant. I've got an agent coming round in the morning.
But I don't want to sell. My life is here. My friends are here. I shall wither and die anywhere else.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic, Mum. You'll be fine.
Oh, won't you reconsider? I'm an old lady. I don't want to go. Well, that was better than I expected. Unit. Brilliant. I thought they were never going to get round to it. See, the truth is, the house isn't mine to sell. It belongs to the bank. Inheritance of lovers, booze and dogs. A second mortgage out and let them go with that.
you. Getting up those stairs. They ought to put an elevator in this place. They stuff up those stairs.
You know, Clark, I remember when you used to take those steps in a single bound.
Yeah. Now it's 30 small bounds and a rest in between. And the goddamn gout doesn't help me at all.
You know, Clark, I never thought we'd grow old.
No. Well, anyhow, what have you been up to? How's Gotham City?
Gotham City is quiet. I mean, all the villains have gone. The Joker's croaked it. The Penguin's on ice. The Riddler's got Alzheimer's. All the rest are all gone. Anyway, it's Robin looking after the place. Robin is looking after the place. Right? Yeah, that's right.
That's really good. We don't have villains like we used to have in the old days. So anyhow, how is Robin?
Robin, you wouldn't recognize Robin. He's 6'4". Thrown his silly mask away. Still lives with his mother.
Well, he didn't get your genes there, then, did he?
Oh, you gotta let him be. You never had kids, did you?
Nah. By the time I got all this clobber off, Lois was usually asleep.
And you still got the clobber on, I see.
Yeah, well, it helps with the incontinence, don't you know? Anyhow, how is Robin? Anyhow. I'm losing everything. The thing that I thought about you in the old days, I really thought that you were the most intellectual fella on earth. And they reckon that you were able to get confessions out of the villains just by your intelligence and the way you dealt with them.
Well, it wasn't exactly like that. I used to just hang them up by the ankles and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, I remember those days. By the way, I hear that what his name's the Spider-Man is giving a talk on the World Wide Web. Oh my God!
The poor guy suffers from vertigo now.
Oh. Well, anyhow, would you like to see that if I go along with me? Last time I sat on the Invisible Man.
Was the Invisible Woman with him?
Well, how will I know? Anyhow, are you still with Catwoman?
Oh, yeah, sure am. All that rubber still turns me on.
Hello? Yes? How long? How many? When? Why? Okay, thanks, bye.
Who is that?
HQ. There are 3 huge twisters ravaging the whole of Texas, and they're all heading towards George W. Bush's farm at the present minute.
Oh, wow. How long before they get there?
About 10 minutes, they reckon.
10 minutes? You reckon you can get there in time?
Yeah, no worries. But I really think it's Captain America's job, actually. It's his patch.
Well, can you give him a call?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll do it in about 30 minutes.
30 minutes? This twister? Hey, Clark. You can still be a real bastard sometimes, can't you?
That's what Lois says. Anyhow, that coco's gone straight through me, mate. I'm gonna have to go to the loo.
Well, I'll have to go in about 20 minutes as well, so I better start off now.
I'll lead the way, as I always have, Bruce. I always have.
They're all bloody morons.
It's just old Adelaide trying to protect its self-interest. I don't know why council's stuck there or in.
All police are stupid.
Why the fuck would I want to employ yous for? Are yous a bunch of cunts or not?
Those tickets from the embassy said this fucking Chinese interpreter who was absolutely fucking hopeless.
I made inappropriate advances to a staffer. You know, I kissed her on the cheek and handed out her photographs.
That mad fucking witch.
When we won our seats, we said we were humble, and honoured to serve our own electorate. Why won't the public trust us? How can we be respected? But as time goes on, we are so maligned, and the polls show we are so despised. Why don't the public trust us? How can we be respected? What we want so much is to be respected. Respect is what we all expected. Oh, why don't the public trust us? How can we be respected? Why don't the public trust us? How can we be respected? It's all the media's fault.
Jamie, when he's on the pitch,
Chief Minister, Chief Minister, why did you sell the port of Durham?
Well, it's because the Japs used to bomb us.
That was a long time ago.
Well, just 25 years ago.
More like 75 years.
Oh, well, whatever.
Chief Minister, with respect, you have not answered my question of why you sold the port of Durham to the Chinese.
Well, it's bloody obvious, isn't it? If the Japs had owned it back then, they wouldn't have bombed it, would they? And now that the Chinese own it, they won't bomb it, will they?
The origin of species in its day had revolutionary things to say on evolution, and it neatly solved how all the plants and animals evolved. It wasn't quite as clear in stating why and when and how these animals would die, and what would be their final crushing blow, extinguishing them from the earth we know. It might be nuclear war, or worryingly some strange microbial catastrophe, or climate change, which sweeps across the land to burn us all or freeze us where we stand. So join me on a journey, if you can, to study how these living things began and lived and died, and we may learn at last a great survival lesson from the past. Now picture, if you can, the world when new. Volcanic, steaming, infant seas a stew of chemicals combining as they warmed until at last amino acids formed. Thus life began. At first a single cell, but cells divide and multiply as well. So from that crucible of life's great race, the tree of evolution grew apace. Fantastic prototypes evolved as each adapted to its habitat and niche. And species, orders, phyla, all unfurled to colonize the corners of the world. A few were only small, a cell or two, but it's amazing how the others grew. With massive bodies, mighty heads and jaws, there came at last the age of dinosaurs. Those creatures from a prehistoric zoo, astounding beasts which walked and swam and flew, have vanished now and ended up their days as broken fossil bones in museum trays. But scientists today cannot agree on how that great extinction came to be. Whether a mighty comet killed them dead or greenhouse gases did the job instead. Some say a comet, hurtling in from space, collided with the world, and from that place a mighty cloud of dust and smoke arose, shading primeval Earth until it froze. But others paint a very different scene and point to ancient forests, lush and green, collapsing into swamps and rotting there till clouds of greenhouse gases filled the air. Gases or comet hurtling from the sky, which was the one that made these giants die? Comet or gases? Who can guess the cause of what began the end of dinosaurs?
The body of a little child is small. Its guts hold hardly anything at all, and yet, as any mum or dad can tell, a tiny child can make a mighty smell. Imagine then the smell there must have been as dinosaurs consumed that ancient scene, and cycad forests, ferns and moss and more vanished inside each mighty dinosaur. A diet of a very meaty sort is fast absorbed. Digestion time is short, but vegetarians and vegans know digesting plant material is slow. And as it happens, rather incomplete. When animals eat plants instead of meat, about 1/4 of the diet's mass forms animal, the other part forms gas. That dinosaurian world, Lord, how it stank as clouds of methane, noisy, moist and rank, fermenting in a broth of plants and yeast, burst from the massive buttocks of the beasts. A student studying chemistry soon learns that methane is inflammable, it burns. The dinosaurs, erupting in their mire, had fueled their world, it only needed fire. Today we pile up kindling, strike a match, apply the flame and watch the kindling catch. But in Jurassic times, with dreadful luck, the reptiles farted and a comet struck. The glowing comet set the gas alight, a terrifying but quite compelling sight as, notwithstanding their colossal girth, the dinosaurs were plucked. Into the sky the mighty beasts were hurled as gas exploded all around the world. Like rockets, trailing flames, they flew about, ascending higher until their fuel ran out. How high they soared is pretty hard to tell. We only know how heavily they fell, for that is why we find them now in pits. Their bodies broken, skeletons in it. So now I hope I've made it clear to you that both hypotheses are largely true, since gas and comet both were closely linked in making all the dinosaurs extinct. Our species now can profit from their end, for, while I hope my theme will not offend, if you don't want our fate to be the same, don't eat your dinners near a naked flame.
Well then, you've done wonderfully well to get to the last round of our game show, and now you have a chance to win our fabulous jackpot. Remember, the aim of the game is for you to give a pointless answer to the questions I ask you. That is, an answer from you that is so obscure that no one on our panel of 100 people knows it. You must give an obscure answer, not a popular one. Your answer needs not only to be correct, but it must get a 0 from the panel. I will now ask you a question, and you can have 3 attempts at scoring a pointless answer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your chosen topic is South Australian state politics. Your question is, name a person who's been a leader of the South Australian Liberal Party. Your time starts now.
I think John Olsen was leader a while back.
Oh, good answer. Better known now as the Sample Commissioner who screwed the Port Adelaide Football Club over the Amy Stadium deal. He was leader in the 1980s. Now, how does your answer rate against the panel? Oh dear, 27 of them knew that, so you score 27. Let's move on to your second option.
Martin Hamilton Smith.
That's correct. It's an even better answer, because Martin Hamilton Smith is now better known as a minister in the current Labour government. But is it a pointless answer? Oh, no, I'm afraid not. It scores a 10 from the panel. It's not obscure enough. So now for your third and last chance to win our fabulous jackpot.
What about Isabel Redmond?
Oh, are you sure that's the check? Oh, yes, you're right. She was leader. Sorry I doubted you. That's a really great answer. But is it pointless? Oh, no. 2 of our panel gave that answer. I'm sorry, Mary. You don't win our jackpot, so it goes up to a fabulous $1,000 tomorrow night.
Can you tell me what a pointless answer might have been?
Oh, well, a leader of the Liberal Party, so little known that no one on our panel knows it. Yes, the answer we were looking for was Stephen Marshall.
Good afternoon. Look, I was rather hoping you might take a look at this vase for me.
Ooh, tell me how you came by this vase.
Well, it was second prize in a raffle. First prize was a bottle of whiskey, which I'd rather hope to win.
Well, I can tell you that you were fortunate to win second prize. Have you any idea of its age?
Oh, yes, I think the whiskey was about 25 years old, yes.
I don't mean the whiskey, I mean the vase.
Oh, no idea, really. Never really liked it much.
Well, I think you're going to like it a whole lot more when I tell you that this is about 600 years old, and it's one of the finest examples of a Ming Dynasty vase I think I've ever seen.
Really?
If I were to tell you that a similar one sold in New York recently for $1.3 million, what would you say?
Jesus!
Cut. I'm sorry, sir. That might offend some viewers. Let's start again.
If I were to tell you that a similar one sold in New York recently for $1.3 million, what would you say?
Christ!
Cut. That might also offend some viewers. Let me start again.
If I were to tell you that a similar one sold in New York recently for $1.3 million, what would you say?
Fuck! Jesus fucking Christ!
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Most of our honoured guests have arrived, have been introduced and are seated at the table in the great hall. What a wonderful event this is. We're just waiting now for our two special guests to arrive. Oh, look, they're here. I see them. What a great moment. Welcome to our own Australian Knight, His Excellency General, the Honourable Knight of the Order of Australia, Sir Peter Cosgrove, Governor General of Australia.
Shame.
And Australia's own Dame of Order of Australia, Dame Quentin Bryce.
Right honourable, I wish Lord Mayors and
Ah, g'day.
Oh, good afternoon. How can I help you?
Well, I've just been retrenched after 42 years on the roads. Jackhammer Jack, they used to call me. Yes, but now my back's gone and my knee's crooked and I've got this RSI thing from working on the jackhammers, you see. And now, worst of all, no income. So, I've come to see about my pension.
Pension? Oh, I see. All right. And how old are you, Jack?
Well, would you believe I just had my 64th birthday?
64?
64. Oh, well, the wife says I look a bit older and, working on the roads does that to you. Cheeky old bird.
No. I mean, you're too young.
Too young? What do you mean? That'd be a first.
Well, there's been a change of policy. The retirement age has gone up to 70, so you've got 6 more years before you're eligible for our new sunset pension.
6 years to see a bloody sunset?
But what I can do is register you with our kick-up program. It's just a thing to get you fired up and back out into the workforce.
Well, it'd have to be a fucking big fire.
Jack, I have to warn you that we have a no-course language policy in this office, and any swearing will result in an on-the-spot fine of $5,000.
Oh, Jesus.
Jack, now the kick-up program will get you ready for work. But now first, I need to see 20 points of identification documentation. Do you have a passport?
Passport? No. Can't travel these days. My blood pressure's through the roof.
Oh, well, what about a driver's license?
Well, they took that away from me when I got my cataracts.
Medicare card.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those, but all the numbers have rubbed off. Too many doctor's visits. That's what you get with a dodgy liver. The doc reckons drink too many beers, but what would he know? Oh, well, how about my local pub loyalty card? Would that do?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Look, let's start with your name, because I have to put all your details into this machine.
You mean the computer?
Yes, keep forgetting what it's called. What's your first name, Jack?
It's Jack, just plain Jack.
You don't have to shout. In fact, we have a soft tone policy in this office of $5,000. So, Jack, now, can you spell that, please?
J-A...
No, you're going too fast. Jack,
J, it's there, you know that.
Jack, okay, what's next?
A... Oh, come on, get on with it. By the time we finish here, it'll be bloody something for the both of us. No wonder the bloody queue back there's a mile long. How did you get this job?
Well, like you, I was retrenched a couple of years ago, and I registered with the kick-up program. I filled out 26 forms. I had an interview with a job skills specialist, and she matched me with this job.
I can't believe they even let you work here when you can't even bloody type. Goodness gracious. I mean, well,
you're wondering if I'd ever get anybody registered.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I don't. But it's because I only work 2 hours a month. You see, I job share with 160 other people. My 2 hours is up now. I'm sorry, Bob, was it?
Jack.
Sorry, Jack. I'll have to leave you with my colleague Frida. She's got the rest of your details. And this is her
Ladies and gentlemen, I deeply regret that I cannot be here in person, but I hope to be able to attain in some small way for my absence by demonstrating for you the latest product from my laboratory at Hogwarts College. Yes, none other than Professor Orlando's Elixir of Life. Da, da, da. One sip of the potion contained herein and you can lose many, many years in age. And the amazing thing is that you can choose the number of years you wish to lose by simply turning the calibration dial here, thus. Now, of course, it's not cheap. Nothing of quality is ever cheap. I mean, I've been searching for years for an electric non-stick bedpan, and when I finally found it, I could not believe the price. And that was in Target, for God's sake. Sorry, I digress. Now, I have set the calibration calibrator for 60 years, meaning that when I drink this potion, I will be nearly 15 years of age. So here we go. Wish me luck, bottoms up.
I've done it! I'm a genius!
Hey, what's all the noise? What have you done now?
I've turned 15!
Oh, that's it! I'm off!
I think I've stuffed this up.
Okay, knock off time. Thank heavens that's over. What a hell of a shift. Bob, all over you.
Yeah, that was a really big shift, and you did so well, guys. You really did well. And the bosses upstairs, they think it's great. Great production figures this week. Really good. And so now's the time to have some fun. Part of that will be a bit of karaoke. And all these other workers out here that just seem to be sitting around doing nothing. When the karaoke stuff comes up, then we've got to hear from you too, folks. But anyhow, folks, let's have some fun.
There's a village hidden deep in the valley, among the pine trees half forlorn. And there, on a sunny morning, little Jimmy was born. Bom, 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 all the chapel bells were ringing in the little valley town. And the songs that they were singing were for baby Jimmy Brown. And the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, rest this hour of meditation, guiding with eternal love. There's a village hidden deep in the valley, beneath the mountains high above. And there, 20 years thereafter, Jimmy was to meet his love. Bom, 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 all the chapel bells were ringing. Was a great day in his life, 'cause the songs that they were singing were for Jimmy and his wife. And the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, rest us from this celebration, may their lives be filled with love. From the village, hidden deep in the valley, one rainy morning, dark and grey, a soul winged its way to heaven. Jimmy Brown had passed away. Bom, 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 just a lonely bell was ringing. Valley town, they were singing to that little Jimmy Brown. And the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation,
Now here, this one is a goer. Trust me.
I'm telling you, that leg won't win. No way.
Absolutely it will. It's a certainty.
Absolutely no way.
It will win, I tell you.
I bet you.
Yeah, well, you bet.
100. And I'll eat me bloody hat.
Okay, you're on, loser. Here they come. Oh yes, go you good thing, go you good thing. And it's gonna win, it's gonna hit one, you little beauty. All right then, where's my 100? And?
And what?
Well, come on, let's see you do it.
Do what?
Eat your bloody hat.
No way.
Oh, you piker, you loser. Come on, let's see you do it. Eat your bloody hat.
Okay.
Isn't that we're vicious, or we're out to have a whinge? But we're jolly well ambitious, and we don't intend to cringe. Though life is so capricious, so completely superficious, with practices pernicious, that we really must impinge on a moment on your sympathy to ask for your support. For a protest is the only means of getting what we want. Oh, it's all right when we're winning, when incessant is their praise of us. It's always been the same. But on the losing days of us, they curse the wicked ways of us and use a different race of us on most important day. Oh, there's really not much future in this rotten racing game.
I'm only a jockey who'd rather play hockey or go in the bow of an 8. And I'm really repenting the hours that I spent in the ice box, the hot box and straight.
Oh, I'm just another who'd have listened to mother and taken her solemn advice. As a clerk in insurance, I have more endurance and yet be a much stronger price.
For me the same story, I went for the glorious zest of this life. But I only got quarrels and very loose morals as a filly instead of a wife.
As jockey on penzance, I gambled a vengeance and humbled the Northern Cup field. You may find it silly that this little filly is someone to whom you must yield. So listen here, brothers, you heeded your mothers, you know that your future is short. As shares will click, and maybe just with you, we're setting a pace that is hot.
So we're hanging back ourselves now, particularly wise of us, is something of a shame. It's just about the size of us to let the sad demise of us make proper solid guys
in 3 years? That can't be right. Call the statistician.
No need for that, because we are the very models of a modern politician. We are the very models of a modern politician. We are the very models of a modern politician. We are the very models of a modern politician.
I am the very model of a female politician, surrounded as I was with loyal Labourites, Patricia, was deputy to Kevin with his arrogance and antics. I often had to cover his alarming lack of tactics. Renowned for his expletives and insulting staff with dummy spits, his diplomatic language at the Copenhagen Change Summit. He said that all the Chinese were trying now to rat-fuck us. It was a cringing moment and again it caused a ruckus. It was a cringing moment and again it caused a ruckus. It was a cringing moment and again it caused a ruckus. It was a cringing moment and again it caused a ruckus. His highlight was his sorry speech, but after that he went downhill. I trounced him very skillfully in our dramatic cabinet spill. As PM, I then built morale with visionary long-term plans, attracting women voters who remained my only loyal fans. The media paid attention to my dress sense and my size of bum. They judged the colour of my hair and that I spoke without a plum. In spite of all the mantra that of women there are not enough, in politics the real truth is, for women it's still bloody tough. In spite of all the mantra that of women there are not enough, in politics the real truth is, for women it's still bloody tough.
I am the very model of a single-term Prime Minister, suppository of wisdom to the people I administer, an enviable pedigree, a God-sent libertarian, Riverview and Oxford taught, a perfect pugilarian. I told the gays and lesbians they could not marry who they chose. I told First Nations peoples their traditional places had to close. They could not have their lifestyle choices funded by the public. The lefties were in uproar about my simple homespun rhetoric. The lefties were in uproar about his simple homespun rhetoric. The lefties were in uproar about his simple homespun rhetoric. The lefties were in uproar about his simple homespun rhetoric. I simply state my Catholic views concerning femininity, abortion, and my grave concerns about women and maternity. Abortion is just an easy out, but do I judge them? No siree. The greatest gift a woman has to someone is virginity. Finally, the party said my glaring gaffes must be addressed. That sneaky bastard Turnbull got the votes and I was dispossessed. My Christian values could forgive his treachery and all the rest, but he could have waited 4 more days to let my bloody pension burst. His treachery and all the rest, but he could have waited 4 more days to let his bloody pension burst.
I am the very model of a modern politician. I do not let my principles impede my high ambition. I'm charming, handsome, rich and suave, attracting all with flair and style. From coast to coast, north to south, the general players I do regard. Strategically, I rounded up the numbers so I could impose the worst PM that Aussie voters ever chose. I tell the Liberal Party line with words suggesting difference. But kids and women refugees still live behind the prison fence. Kids and women refugees still live behind the prison fence. Kids and women refugees still live behind the prison fence. Kids and women refugees still live behind the prison fence. I'm trying to mend relations with the Muslim populations, which feel like waging war with broadcast allegations. But even now he puts his oar in where he said he'd go no more. His Thatcher's speech offended even fellow Christians to the core. Now I instead use skillful words to welcome diverse races. I don't rock boats, save those that try to come from foreign places. Alas, my honeymoon will soon be o'er, and the general public I will have to woo. Unless some bastard shafts me like what happened to the other
We used our mouths to get to the Prime Minister position. Along the way we did rely on party group attrition. For that we don't apologise or offer our contrition. Indeed we are the models of a modern politician. For that we don't apologise or offer their contrition. We are the models of a modern politician.
My dear friends Jack and Jeremy are going to be wed. They've been together long enough, it truly must be said. New marriage legislation has made us really glad, with its promise of equal rights for all, rights for all. Yes, its promise of equal rights for all. My cousins Faith and Harmony are walking down the aisle, both wearing lacy wedding gowns of elegance and style. They've waited years to have their love acknowledged far and wide, with this promise of equal rights for all, rights for all. Yes, this promise of equal rights for all. Straight men Rick and Harrison both want the wedded life. They like the perks of marriage but can't attract a wife. They say if two gay men can wed, then surely they've the right, 'cause the promise is equal rights for all, rights for all. Yes, the promise is equal rights for all. But now bisexual trio, Robert, Jane and Jess, what their union solemnized, it has become a mess. The triple consummation is not there in the text. There's a promise of equal rights for all, rights for all. Yes, the promise of equal rights for all. In spite of all the changes, I'm still here on the shelf. Wait! It must be legal. I'll get married to myself.
Hello, you're a skeptic, aren't you? What's a skeptic? Read the sign, but it won't do any good.
Well, why don't you do something skeptical?
Oh, consider global warming. What is it you don't understand about climate change? There is no one-to-one correlation between carbon dioxide and temperature over geological time. We're now living in one of the coolest periods since the Precambrian, and the ice record obviously shows that warming comes first by 800 years. And if it wasn't for the greenhouse effect, this planet would be a frozen snowball. Or, what is it you don't understand about Russell's teapot, or the flying spaghetti monster and his noodly appendage?
Crikey. Look, why don't you try this? Why am I here? Why do I exist?
Oh, existence.
Yeah, what's existence?
It's being.
Being, is that it?
Yes.
What's being?
Well, Shakespeare wrote about it. To be or not to be, that
Be or not to be what? What's to be?
Well, you know how it goes. I am you.
What do you mean, you?
No. I am, you are.
Oh, I get it. You am and I are.
No. When you're talking about me, you say you are.
Well, I was talking about me.
Okay. What about that bloke over there?
Him?
Him, yeah.
Him what?
No, not him what. You still don't give it to you. Not him what. He is.
Is? What is got to do with anything?
Well, he is just like like you are and I am. We're alive. We all just are. This is your actual existence. See?
You call this living?
Yes, well, I remember when we were children and we'd look at the clouds and say what we saw in the cloud formations. Let's give it a try. It's very mind-expanding.
Well, that's a good idea because anything's better than this awkward silence, I have to say.
Well, Malcolm, you're our presently. You go. Good.
There's never been a better time to be in Australia. And as I look over there, that section over there, that's the Kimberleys shining brightly in the afternoon sun. And over there is the classical portrayal of the central figure in Arthur Boyd's Bride series. And there is the closing tableau of Sir Robert Helpman's ballet Display. Influenced, by the way, by Ninette de Beauvoir.
Fair subtle sauce. I'm just standing here thinking about my supreme intelligence. And I thought I'd ask myself the question, what's in the clouds? And my answer is, sur soupçon the great Mongolian hordes of 1242. And over the tomb of Queen Shi Huang, who is the greatest archaeological find of all times. Over to you, Cobber.
Certainly no cover of yours. And what's more, cover is a very misogynistic and sexist term. Kevin? Over there, I see the Australians Vida Goldstein and Muriel Matters marching along with the Pankhursts in London's great suffragette procession June 1911. And over there, I see Edith Cowan, Australia's first female politician, and she's just entering Western Australian Parliament.
Well, that's very interesting. Thank you, Julia. Well, Tony, it's over to you. Tell us what you see.
Well, while I stand here undermining nobody, I was going to say I could see a ducky and a fishy and a little pussycat. But I changed my mind.
mean dysfunctional breathings. It's time we just fade it away. There was a time we made love. It's not like that today, because Dick and Fanny are now Grants and Granny. It's time we just fade it away.